Hey guys, try to understand. There is one guy over there, right? Chetan. Okay. And Chetan wants to communicate with the DA. Okay. Chetan belong to the Bangalore. Okay. Okay. Forget the Bangalore, right? Chetan want to send something to the RIA. What is the basic requirement you need? Chetan wants to send something to RIA. Address. Address. What address? Address in the sense you have a Bangalore. Okay. Chetan is reviewing the Bangalore. Of course. Source and distance both. Source and distance both will be required, right? Every person has address. Bangalore and HSR layout. Okay. These two things. RIA is present in Delhi. Rohini, right? So now these two things. So in this case, take example, this Chetan wants to give this phone to the RIA, right? So what they will do this phone? Can I send this phone like this? No, I have to cover this phone, right? With the box. So this covering thing is known as what? Encapsulation. Understand the term encapsulation. I will just encapsulate something. Like, this is the car, right? Sorry. So this is the car, right? Over the car, what happened? This is the box there, right? This one. So we are just putting over there, right? So we are encapsulating all the components over there. Same thing whenever you're sending something, whenever you're ordering from the Flipkart or Amazon, what happened? I'm going to order the one shoes, right? So they will send the shoe like this. No, they will just cover with the Amazon cover, right? Or the Flipkart or whatever the website you're using. So that's the meaning of encapsulation. The encapsulation is what I'm hiding, covering something, right? So once I will encapsulate this phone, right? After that, I need to write the source and destination. In the source, what happened? I need to write the Bangalore, HSR layout. And in a destination, what happened? I need to write the Delhi, Rohini. That's it, right? And then after that, what happened? I will put this courier to the one guy. That guy name is courier guy, right? Any services, like you can go for the first flat, DTDSC, right? Any service, courier service. So you can put you can give this one to this guy, and now this person is just looking for this information destination. They will send this packet to the home. This girl, right? That's it. This is how the normal things is working. Same thing is happening with the networking. In networking, what happened? There's a host over there, right? This PC, and we have another PC, right? If the PC one wants to communicate with the PC number two, right? What are the basic thing we need to have? IP. MAC address of this person will be A. Same thing, we have IP. MAC address will be, sorry, IP will be 2, MAC address will be B, right? I need to use a Ethernet media, or we can say medium can be two things. Either you can use the wired media or wireless media. Right now we are only learning the wired. Wireless is a totally different concept. Right now we are learning the wired. So we put the one wire over there, right? Now, if I want to check the connectivity before data transaction, what we are doing? We are checking the connectivity. Take example, you are making a call to this girl. Okay, this guy wants to make a call to this girl. How they are making? First, they will say the phone call making, and after the phone call, what happened? They say the hello, and they're saying the hello. What is hello over there? Greeting, right? Greeting, confirming, right? Are you there or not? If the hello will be replied from the other side, right? Then now we can exchange the data. Okay, I'm there. Where are you right now? But I cannot like, have you ever used like, where are you? First putting the hello, always. Same thing before exchanging the data between the PC number one and the PC number two. What happened? I just need to check the connectivity, reachability. Before, you just need to check connectivity, or we can say the reachability. And to check the connectivity and reachability, what happened? I need to use a command. The command will be, what is the ping? Tell me. First of all, I'll tell you, many person has a confusion. Ping is a protocol. Ping is not a protocol. Ping is command, packet, internet, like that works on the ICMP protocol. ICMP stands for, right? So ping is what? Ping is a command that works on the ICMP protocol. And ICMP is it's a layer 3 protocol. Look at the meaning of layer 3 over there. Network layer. And it has a protocol number 1. Yes, the identification of the protocol has a, like a, take example, Chetan. Chetan is right now present in this classroom. So when I'm going to make attendance, what happened? I say the roll number 1, roll number 2, and roll number 3. So Chetan is associated with roll number 1. So ICMP is the name, and that has associated with the roll number 1, the protocol number. Same like a TCP has, UDP has, okay, ESP has, AH has, they have a protocol number. Clear? Now, so what ICMP is going to do? ICMP is going to use the, normally they have a more message over there. So basically what happened when I'm going to make a request, it will say, use the ICMP echo request packet. I'm requesting when the PC1, I say the ping. So he will request to this person, hey, are you there? If the reply is coming, it means that the person is available, right? So I will use the ICMP echo request and ICMP echo reply. Same like I'm saying the hello, neighbor is saying the hello. It means that bidirectional communication is present. Now we can exchange the data. Right? This is how these things are working. Now, once this is the ping from the PC number 1, what happened? First, tell me, what is the class of this IP address? Class A. The basic thing you know, right? What are the classes and subnet mask, OSI, right? Perfect. The ping class A, 102, right? So once this is the 102, what happened? The PC1 create the packet the same day that you have created over there, right? This is the packet over there. This packet I've created, right? This packet I've created. So what happened? The PC will create a packet. In this packet, what happened? It will put the source information, source MAC, destination MAC. Then we have a type field. Then we have source IP. Then we have a destination IP. Then we have a protocol number. Then after that, ICMP data we have. So for example, source MAC, destination MAC, type field, source IP, destination IP, protocol number, and then ICMP data. Source MAC, what I'm going to put? I'm going to put A. Source IP, what I'm going to put? Of course, I know myself, right? And where I'm requesting, so destination I know. Protocol number 1, that's ICMP, and this is the ICMP echo request. Type will be, I'll explain what is the type. Don't worry. Wait. Now, here the type will be the ether type. No, but I'll tell you. Ether type. Now, I have a quick question to all of you guys. When the packet is coming to the physical array, when the bits is coming to the, not packets of bits, right? The bits will be converted into the frame on the data link layer, right? Right now, bits will be converted to the frame in the data link layer. And this frame will be converted into the packet on the network layer, right? And depend on the protocol, right? Either TCP or UDP, based on that, they will give the segment or like, the datagram. And then after that data we have. When the packet is coming to the physical layer, sorry, the bits is coming to the physical layer, the bits will become the data frame on the data link layer. How does Data link layer will be identified. Should I forward this information to the network or not? Okay, listen to me. Bits converting to the frame reaches to the data link layer. How does data link layer identify? Should I send this information to the network layer or not? डेटा लिंक को कैसे पता चलेगा आईपी तो लेयर 3 पे आ गई डेटा मैप तो लेयर 2 पे होती है यार सिंपल सा तरीका तुम फर्स्ट फ्लोर पे आए ठीक है पहले तो पार्किंग की गाड़ी का ठीक है देन यू कम टू द फर्स्ट फ्लोर on the first floor Ambuj told me right you have to go to the second floor this classroom so Ambuj के पास पहले से तो पता था ना आइडिया था ना Ambuj already know that okay if you're not made to the law you have to go to the second floor right Ambuj has the idea same thing what happened listen to me every layer has information about it. For example, layer 2 has information about layer 3. Layer 3 has information about just ignore the spelling mistake. And layer 4 has information about every for example layer 2. If I'm going to talk about the layer 2, on a layer 2 we have a Ethernet type. And the size of Ethernet type, right? The size of based on this field, data link layer decide should I forward the packet stream to the network layer or not. If your type field 0x08, it means that this is going to represent IPv4 and IPv4 works on which layer? Layer 3. I need to forward the packet to the layer 3. If you're 0x0806, it's going to represent approximately layer 2, right? Between the layer 2 and layer 3, layer 2.5. 0x86 DD, that's going to represent IPv6. 0x8 VLAN, layer 2. 801 encapsulation. 0x8847 MPLS unicast. 0x448 going to the MPLS multicast. So this information is present. If you have a look, I'll show you this thing. Ether type means Ethernet type, two octet field, right? Okay. And see, 80x1 80x8100 or VLAN 80.1q. If you go for the like IPv6 0xC86DDD, right? MPLS regards 8847 MPLS multicast. Like if you go for the different one as well as VLAN.1q, so you double tag. It's for the double tagging. So depend on the like the protocol. This will be changed. The field will be changed. Depend on the protocol type. Apple Talk has a different one. Diverse ARP has a different one. Different ARP has a 0x0806, right? IPv4 has 0x80800. So depend on the what, like the protocol. So it's type field, they will change, right? For example, right now what happened? I'm sending the ping, right? Ping is what IPv4. I'm making a requesting, right? So in this case, what happened? The type will be 0x0800. So this will be present over there, right? And that's why.
What's the command given to IPv6 again?
Yeah, same, nothing.
So that e-tag will vary.
It will be, I'll show you.
Source and destination.
Yeah, I'll show you that thing. Also, no worry. I'll show you in the practical as well as. So it has a information, right? That's why what happened. We have a layer 3, right? That's why we have a layer 3, right? Same way the protocol is what? ICMP. So we have ICMP data. Do we have a port numbers over there? Source port number, destination port number? No, because ICMP itself a layer 3 protocol. It's not a layer 4. If the TCP and UDP is happening over there, then you have a port number information, source port and destination port. But right now, ICMP is itself layer 3 protocol. I don't need to put the layer 4 info. Do I need a layer 4 information over there? No, because layer 3 is saying that it's a layer 3 protocol. Why should I put the layer 4 information? Now, tell me one thing. What happens if I'm going to remove this information? Will this packet will reaches to this person? Really? Why? Because the complete information is not present. So what we say this guy, if the complete information is not present over here as well as, if the complete information, do we have a destination MAC of the 102? No. I know the 102, right? That's an IP address, because whenever you're surfing on the Google, you are writing www.linkedin, Google, Facebook. You know, you are typing actually IP. They are resolving in the DNS, right? But you're typing a IP, not the MAC address. MAC address works on the layer 2. IP works on the layer 3. So do we have a destination MAC over there? So what happened? Reason. Why? Encapsulation field. This message you will get. I don't know the reason why. I have a complete information, right? Hello? Both. Now, so this packet dropped just because of the encapsulation field, right? Because I don't have a destination MAC information. If you're missing something, anything is missing from here, the packet will drop. Any single thing. Can anyone tell me why they don't have a destination MAC? Oh, I thought you know the first time. It's not like the first time. Because whenever I see the ping 1 or 2, every time the PC itself look up the whole R table. Every PC maintain that R table. If you see, this guy to this guy, right? Open the PC, desktop, IP configuration, configure IP address. Submit pass, done. Desktop, IP configuration, submit pass, done. What is the command to check the MAC address? Right? Don't worry about that. What is the meaning of physical address? I will explain you. We have almost 1 hour of 1 hour plus lecture on the MAC address. Okay, don't worry about that, this part. I'm just explaining the basic way. I'm just giving the overview, right? How the communication is happening. Okay. Now, task copy live. Live. Task. I'm giving the task right now. This is homework assignment. बीटेक या पूरा बीटेक याद आ जाएगा तुमको भी. बीटेक में यार कैसे प्रेजेंटेशन बना देते हैं. खुद से बनाया कभी प्रेजेंटेशन? बनाया? मैंने तो आज तक नहीं बनाया. B. The task is very simple. This is the command that is used to find the all information, IP and MAC. What is the next command? Extra command, except this one. What is the extra command? Extra command is what is the next command? If I don't want to use this command to see the MAC address. Next command. On the PC. पता कर क्या ना? I'm not going to waste your time. You just need a MAC command. Yeah, I need a MAC address, but I don't want to use this command. I don't want to use. ये मत बोला पता नहीं है. नहीं पता है. 10 साल से काम करो ना, पता कर क्या ना. MAC IP is 101 and IP is 112. What I told you that when I say ping, right? Once the ping 112. If you look up the, do we have a ARP entry of 1 or 2? So can we say like this? Every PC maintain the ARP table, right? Every PC maintain the ARP table, but they don't have any entry, right? Can we say like this? Right. So what happened? This PC. You can see without उसके भी वो भी आता है, उस पे भी आता हूँ उस पे. So this PC has a own ARP table, and this PC own ARP table, what happens? There's no information. Same way, this PC has a own ARP table, but they don't have any entry. And just because of this reason, what happened? Your packet will be, I don't have information, captions or drop will be happen. If you see, what happened? This ICMP has dropped in the yellow one. It's dropped, right? And even if you see, R1, R2, right? I'm going to give the IP address of this person will be 101, right? Context is good? Yes, yes. 112, just that. What do you command to give the IP address? You want to know the IP address? I want to give the IP address. IP address type to दिया, tool आ रहा है. No, you have to go to the interface. ऐसा बोलो ना, अब बोलो. And जादू नहीं, अजूबा सही. Charisma, explain me. What is the meaning of this command? What is the meaning of this command? IP address. Yeah. What's that again? What is the meaning of IP over there? What is the meaning of this line? Or kuch? This keyword is going to represent you. You are defining the IP address for the IPv4.
Yes.
Right. This IP keyword. If you put the IPv6, it means that you are defining the IPv6 address. Why do we need of subnet mask information over there? Can I put the without subnet mask? Can I put this command without subnet mask?
No, you do not.
Why?
Needs to know which class it is.
Exactly, that they need to know that which network ID will be. Because if you just put this command in the background, right? Let me remove this guy right now. I say that no shutdown. Sorry, shutdown. Let me shut down this guy. And if you see do show IP interface brief, I have an IP configured on this particular interface, right? The interface is down. And what is the method that I've used? Manual, right?
Static.
Manual is static. The method can be changed depending on the, if you're going to use the DSCP, matter will be DSCP over there. Do we have a route in my routing table? If you see, why? By default, it has to be present connected route, right? See what happened by default in the router, debug IP routing. Once I put the IP address, right? IP address 101.1/8, no shutdown.
That is the thing that I think into the interface. You want to
ऐसा क्या देख जाते. Once I put the no shutdown, what happened? After putting the no shutdown, what's happening over there? This is a timer that will explain you later on what is the use of this timer. Okay, there's some use. You can disable this thing as well as it's totally up to you. The next point is what? RT. What is the meaning of RT? Routing table. Routing table. It's a routing table. Who said the routing table? राउटर टेबल बोले सही है बात. जो कॉन्फिडेंस देख रहा था तुम लोग बस राउटर टेबल बोल लो, राउटिंग टेबल बोल लो, मैक टेबल बोल लो, मैक एड्रेस टेबल बोल लो. बात तो यही होता है ना, मैक टेबल और मैक एड्रेस टेबल. Just I just check your confidence. So that's it. Routing table is up. For which particular interface? Because on this particular interface, what I did, I configured the IP address. Right? What happened? Routing table. Add which route? And how they know that this last 8?
because we have defined two subnetworks.
Because we have defined the subnet. What is the via 0.0? At default get fixed. Yeah, it's a directly connected route. Most important interview question. The 0.0.0 in your routing table is going to replace a directly connected route. And for the directly connected route, see, is 0 and AD will be 0. So matrix will be 0 and AD will be 0. What is the use of matrix and AD? We'll discuss later on. Okay. Now, what I'm going to add this information in the routing table. At the same time, I'm also going to add the interface into the routing table. Why I'm adding the interface into the routing table? So that if any packet is coming for this particular network, right? If any packet is coming for this particular network 1.0/8, I need to process this packet from which interface? 0/0, not dot. Okay. Now spoiler. What's happening after putting this keyword news around the router?
I'm bringing the interface up.
And at the same time, router is doing adding the route in the routing table. What happened if I'm going to say that no shutdown? Flush out. Yes, flush out. Deleting.
So that moment only it removes.
Yeah.
You shut down.
I'm just trying to explain you what's happening in the background, right? Okay. Shutdown means what? This IP is not working. This interface IP is not working, right?
That will be saved in the. That will be there in the ARP table, right?
वही वही आप टेबल कहाँ से आ गया अभी भाई?
Why didn't you get an ARP table? No, yeah, yeah, but if the interface is down, just an example, if you have switch, correct, it will be removed.
It will remove simply.
But the other thing to see, yeah.
देख प्लीज समझ में आ रहा है ना पूछ ले ठीक है कंफ्यूज सुनो सुनो मेरी बात सुनो now so this interface will be added once I shut down this interface what happened this information will be deleted so now if you see do show IP route do we have this information no but once it's a no shutdown now do show IP route I have this information C means then what is the use of this command no shutdown yeah
Bring the interface up and that
it will be added in the routing table same information I need to go on the router number 2 interface 0/0 IP address will be what no shutdown the debug is not coming because I haven't enabled the debug okay do show IP route done clear now if you check the R1 right so R1 has its own entry I will explain each and every but R1 has its own entry if you see the show interface 0/0 the MAC address of this particular interface is what R1 has a MAC address interface 0/0 the MAC address of this particular C201 right I'll copy this guy and paste over there the same way you can check the MAC address of R2 or the command do show interface 0/0 right at the same time you can have do show interface 0/0 include BIA you can use the same command as well I'm not see this line this part right this pipeline is going to represent that section means portion right a big portion is there I'll just divide it right some portion what portion I'm interested BIA means what burn-in address the hardware address of the MAC address yeah the why it's known as a burn-in address I will discuss that thing later huh? Yeah it is that this is a hardware so BI so I'm interested in the BI so I will get the only this part of information not the whole information I'm interested for the point of troubleshooting you need to use this command right because I'm only interested in the MAC address why should I all get the all information because in a CCI exam what happened I'll tell you in a CCI exam what happened you are like you know the time you are going to the time realizement you will face in the CCI exam you will carry the 1 second and 10 second you will just find the difference okay 1 second 10 second the millisecond you will find the difference and the troubleshooting is very important for the CCI exam perspective right so you always need to find the shortest information not the detail if you need a detailed information just go for a detailed information right now what I want I need a MAC address I just put this information this command that's it right so now R2 also has its own ARP entry can you see that but R2 does not have ARP1 entry right every piece router has its own ARP entry now what happened I'm going to use the debug IP packet detail and debug ARP same thing debug IP packet detail and debug I'm just trying to show you this behavior right now. This part. Okay. I'm just trying to show you this part right now. Come to the R1. So the ping. I just check the utility right between the R1 to R2. Have a look what happened. Most of the ping are from R1, right? Ping 1 or 2. What happened? R1 will look up the ARP table. Do we have ARP20 for the 102? We said, no, I don't have. What they will do that? The packet will drop. I'm not able to encapsulate, right? So why the encapsulation failure is happening? This point is clear. Whenever something is not able to fill, if some information is not able to encapsulate fill, right? Encapsulation, I need to put everything in the box. If something is missing, failed. If, say, example, the Amazon is sending the one courier, right? And there's a phone, but a charger is not there, failed, right? You can't use it. Perfect. Good. So once the encapsulation failure is happened, just because of the distance MAC is not present. Why this encapsulation failure happening? Just because of I don't have right now in my case, I don't have distance and MAC information, right? So if you don't have a distance and MAC information, what you will do? Take example, Chetan. You don't have a number of Sujit. So what you will do? You will ask to this guy, hey, give me the number, right? Yeah, who knows? Right? Same thing is happening. In this case, do we have any other person guy? No. So what happened? I need to use the third party. This is the new guy that we have introduced. That name is ARP. ARP is what? Address. What is the meaning of address? Address can be layer 3 and layer 2. Layer 3 will be IP. Layer 2 will be what is the meaning of resolution? Resolve something. What I'm going to resolve? I'm going to resolve MAC address, destination MAC address by using, by using IP address. What is the meaning of protocol? देखो पता है expected आंसर मिलेंगे. What is the meaning of protocol? बीटेक वाले आंसर मिलेंगे ना. और सेटअप रूल्स. ये है. मतलब बताओ इसका क्या होता है? ये तो बीटेक में पढ़ते आ रहे थे. सेटअप रूल्स क्या था? मतलब पूछेगा भी ट्रेनर से जाके बीटेक वाले से. सेटअप रूल्स का मतलब क्या होता है? अच्छा तुमको एक स्टोरी बताता हूँ. अभी सेटअप रूल्स मींस व्हाट? बताओ.
Follow certain predefined things. Yeah, you have to follow the rules.
Can they communicate?
No.
No. Can they communicate?
Yes.
This is a rule. Something very common. What are the rules of this training? You have to come on the 2 o'clock, right? Yeah. Saturday, Sunday. That's a rule of this. So setup rules means what? If my person is going to support the ARP, another server also will be ARP. Okay. That's understanding your right. If R1 is running with the EIGRP protocol for this particular subnet, R2 also will run the EIGRP protocol for this particular subnet. What happens if I'm going to configure OSPF? Will it work? Different protocol. Protocol means you set up rules. If this person know the English, this person also know the English, then we can provide the communications. That's the meaning of protocol, a set of rules, right? Now, so what ARP is going to do? ARP is going to resolve the destination MAC by using the IP, right? And ARP is going to use the message type. It can be a request and reply. Request always do the broadcast and reply always do the region. You will get the region. I'll let you know. So what happened once this packet will drop? This is the packet is what? ICMP request packet, right? Drop. What happened? The PC1 is going to generate the next packet. right? The PC1 is going to generate the next packet. The next packet will be what? The source MAC. So we have done with this part, right? Encapsulates with. Why this thing is happening? Just because of the PC does not have an ARP entry of the distance MAC. So the next packet will be source IP, source MAC, destination MAC, right? Ethernet header, and we have a ARP header. Source MAC, destination MAC, right? In the source MAC, what happened? The A, right? I'm sending. Destination MAC will be what? Relay to broadcast address, FFF, right? Source MAC again A, distance MAC, source IP, distance IP. This packet, the PC will generate a router. This packet will be generated by the router or PC. Ethernet header will be what? And distance ARP header will be what? The difference is this one. The switches is going to learn the this information, not the this information. In the ARP header, what I'm saying, hey, I'm looking the MAC address of this person. That's something of 0000. Zero means I don't know. It's an empty packet. You can understand right now. There's nothing else.
This is the header in which the packet is being sent out to request for the packet. That is what he's asking. Where is the ARP header? Where is the Ethernet header?
Also, all right. We're trying to book something, right? From for example, you want to book a flight from the Bangalore to Delhi. How are you booking? Either you have to go have your website, right? And we have to fill the all fill, filled, right? All the names, mobile number, everything, and they are sending. It's not like you can send all this information like, okay, I'm sending this is my name and this is my contact. You have to fill the form, right? Same thing. This is the form of the ARP protocol. So what we have to put all the information, right? We have to put the source MAC, destination MAC, source IP, destination IP.
You still do not have the destination MAC. Yeah. So we have to 00 instead of 1. This is the ARP for the packet. Go the same, only, but we have to 00 instead of that.
अच्छा, इसको एक काम करो, हटा देते हैं. हटा दिया. अब सही है. That's good. That's good. So what happened? This PC1 will generate the ARP request packet. So if you see, I'm generating. This packet will drop, right? ICMP type is 8 code, right? The 8 code is going to represent it's a echo request packet. I'm requesting to you. Whom requesting? Distance 112, right? From this one to, right? Now. So once this packet will drop, what happened? I'm generating the ARP, right? I will explain you what is the meaning of create incomplete entry. Don't worry about that, okay? But in the end, ARP entry, what happened? I'm putting the information of the source MAC will be what? 101, that is the IP address of this guy. MAC address of C201, this guy. Destination, what happened? 102. What is 000? I don't know. I'm looking for this person. I'm looking for this person. So if you see, there you go. See. The PC1. This was a song. That's really very important. Okay. R1 is sending the first packet will drop. R1, this is the ICMP request packet will drop, right? Okay. Then after that, what happened? He's sending the ICMP request. Sorry, R request, right? R request, what happened? I'm going to the distance source MAC is what? On MAC, perfect. Distance MAC is what? I don't know. Broadcast. I'm broadcasting, right? Okay. Who has the MAC address of 102? So I'm going to use what happened. The type field is what? So do I need to forward the packet to the layer 3? No. Right? No. Then after what happened? Address resolution protocol. Request packet. This is the request. I'm requesting, right? I'm sending, requesting, right? In the first field, what happened? We have a hardware type. Hardware type is what? Which type of hardware we are using on this? Ethernet. And for the Ethernet, what is the number will be the opcode value? 1. If you see, sorry. This hardware type, we have Ethernet, IEEE, Ethernet, LocalNet, SMDS, frame rate, SDLC, fiber. These are the hardware type. And for each hardware type, what happens? The type will be changed, right? If you're going to use the Ethernet, you have 1. Frame relay, if you're going to use the 15. ATM, you're going to use the 16. SDLC, you're going to use the 17. So depend on the hardware, this output value will be changed. What's output value right now? We have 1 Ethernet, right? Then after that, what happened? The protocol will be IPv4. So if you just have a difference between this guy and this guy, can you see that? The hex difference, this hexadecimal is different, right? And this guy's a different. Hardware size is what? 6. So it means that he's talking about the MAC address, right? And the protocol size is what? 4. It means that he's talking the IPv4 because the MAC address 6 byte, right? The size of MAC address 6 byte, and the 4 byte is a IP address. Output value is what? Request packet. It can be request and it can be reply. For the request, what happened? The output value will be 1, and for the reply, the output value will be 2. Then what have center MAC address we have? This is the MAC address C201. Center IP address we have 101. Target MAC address what? I don't know. I'm looking for this person, right? So target IP address 102. So 1.1.1.2 will give the reply to me, right? Because I already mentioned. So take example, if there's another person is there, that is a 103. They will also receive this packet, right? Because we have a switch in between, they will also receive the packet. But what they will do, they will just drop it. I'm sending the broadcast packet, but the broadcast packet is coming to the switch. Switch will send this packet to this person and this person as well as 103 saying that, hey, my IP address is 103. Someone is looking the MAC address for this person 102. So I'm not a 102. I will drop it. I will accept it and I will give the reply to you. Right? Clear? Now, so once, if you see, the router number 2 will receive the request. What happened?
It will update its own.
That's why I'm saying creating the entry, right? If you have a look, the difference happening. That's an interesting point. That's an interesting point is happening over here, guys. This is the R1 output, right? And this is the R2 output. What they are doing? Because I don't know. I don't know. Right now, I don't know, right? That's why I'm creating incomplete. Either you see, either your entry will be in R table, 2 entry. Either your entry will be complete, other entry will be perfect. So what they are doing? Incomplete. Because I'm requesting, right? I'm sending the request. So it means I'm sending the request means it's a incomplete, right? Once the R2 will receive it, what they are doing? Creating the entry. Because when the person will receive the information, they will just, first of all, they will build up the own ARP table. So if you see, when R1 has sent the request to the R2, the R2 request, what happened? R2 will make this entry in the ARP table. So see, 16 minutes ago, right? And after that, what happened? Once they will send ARP request, now they will give the reply. Perfect. And reply will be what? It's a unicast. So if you see, once the PC, this guy, right? Once this guy, now you understand why I'm putting the 000? Good. So now in PC1 will send this information to the PC number 2. This ARP request packet will be broadcast, right? So PC number 2 will receive this info. What PC number 2 is going to do? Have a look. PC, what PC2? It will first maintain the ARP. See, 101 associated with this particular person. This is 101, right? And this is 112. So once they will receive this information, what they will do? First make the entry. Now the PC2 know the destination MAC and destination IP. So they will create a unicast entry to just save the bandwidth. So now they will create the unicast entry. We said, okay, let me have source MAC, distance MAC, source IP, distance IP. Source MAC will be what? B. Distance MAC will be A. Source MAC will be B. Distance MAC will be A. Source IP will be 112. So 101. RF header. Sorry, Ethernet header. RF header. Now have a look. The PC number 2 is sending the, after creating the entry, what happened? Is sending the, this is the R2 is giving the reply. So the first packet will drop, second will be ARP request, and reply is giving this guy. And if you see the reply, ये देखो, R2 source C202, right? Destination C201, because they know the ARP entry, right? And the packet is what? ARP reply affordability 2, and they have a complete information. See the difference. Once PC number 1 will receive that information, see the ARP request, sorry, ARP reply. What happened? They will make the ARP entry. Previously, no entry was there now. And after that, what happened? Now he's sending the ICMP request, right? So now in this case, what happened? Now I'm sending the same packet, but I'm going to put the destination field over there. This is actually what B. Now this is the complete packet. This is the ICMP request. Type will be 8. And what person will do the reply? They'll send the reply packet. ICMP. Type will be 0. Source packet will change now. Source packet will be B. There's A. Sorry. 2. And source distance IP 101. This is the ICMP reply. Yeah, it's ICMP reply. Sorry, it is code. Yeah. And why they are dropping? Because they don't have ARP entry. This is the reason, not the first time. Not the first time. This is the reason. I'll show you. There is no ARP entry. Yeah, whenever the PC will not find the ARP entry. I'm talking about the IPv4 perspective. Okay. Whenever the PC does not able to find the ARP entry in the ARP table or the destination person, whenever the router is not able to also find, they'll make a ARP list, and your first packet will be. So if you see now, once I get R1 will get the reply, what happened? I'm sending the 80% success result because the first packet has dropped the dot, this dot, right? And now I'm sending the proper packet, source 101, destination 102, ICMP type 8, equal request, and I'm getting the reply, type 0. So now I have an entry, right? So ARP, see, I have an entry. But if I'm going to remove this entry, take example, I'm going to remove this entry right now. Do we have entry of 1 or 2 now? So what do you think? Is it your first communication? No, it's my second communication. But still, what happened? Let kar diya generate ARP. ARP is happening, right? Again, I'm sending a request. See? No, I just removed the entry, not shut down. So there's a command to remove the ARP entry, clear ARP cache, right? Or either you can flap the interface. The clear ARP cache is not working on GNS sometimes. On the real like it will. Okay, so that's why I just flush it out the buffer.
So if you do a clear ARP cache, only then the ARP entry will be removed.
Dynamic ARP entry will be removed.
So otherwise, you can only for the first time you'll not have the ARP entry. But once you get the ARP entry, it will go into the cache.
It will go in the cache. But if they don't have in the cache, then
so for how long will it be there?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That I'm going to the next point in mind. So what do you understand from this part? The understanding is very simple. If the PC, right, if the PC and router does not have ARP or distance process, so it's don't say like this. Hey, whenever you're sending a packet, the first packet always. Even I thought like that, right? It's not happening. Yeah, if you have ARP, good actually. If they don't have, I have to make a request.
Yes, I've observed it actually. In my back office switch, when I try to ping, sometimes the first packet is dropped, but then again, when I keep pinging,
yeah, of course. If I'm sending a 1000 packet, take example, only the first packet will drop. See, I'll just remove the ARP entry right now. Take example, shut down, and no setup. And I'm going to disable the debug right now and do ping 1 or 2. And I'm going to repeat 1000. Only the first packet will drop. I got the reply. And all the 999 packets will follow the same casing.
Then you get the next 10,000.
Yeah. And next time if I'm going to do 1,000 thing, all the 1,000 will be successful. So only the first time, right? Whenever it will not able to find the destination map in the afterward, they will drop it. See the 999. Okay. And if I send the next packet now, it will be completely successful. Oh, wow, exactly. Now, how will do so? Have entry. This entry has two things. Two things is happening over there. One is the static entry and dynamic entry. And dynamic entry. See, exactly right. Pause. The first thing is the first value is what? Protocol, right? The first is protocol. The protocol means what? What protocol they are using? It can be internet or it can be Apple Talk. Or it can be different one as well as. So right now, what just go on the that side. Just straight on. So the protocol will be IP or Apple Talk or any can be, right? Depend on the vendor by vendor. Okay. Address means what? This address is going to represent the layer 3 address, or it will be a mine address or the neighbor address as well as. Age is just going to represent the how this information is older. For my own information, this is the infinite. This hyphen is going to be infinite, no age, because this is my own entry. Age is only happen, the time is only happen for the learn entry. The time is only happen for the learn entry. For the own entry and static entry, there's no time. Then after, sorry, you don't have a timer for that one as well as. There's no, that's not an own entry. Own entry is my own information. A static entry is I'm defining for the particular person. So it always carries the minutes and the maximum it will go for the half time out will be 2 hours. How can you verify? You just need to go on the do show interface 0/0.
There is a default half time, right? Yeah. So after 4 hours, this will be refreshed.
Auto if not delete.
Then?
Again, it will make a request. This is the hardware address. Yeah.
What do you mean by adding it? Because when you want to communicate,
if you whenever you
have to communicate.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you know.
No, so take example, the 4 hours has finished. So what happened after the 4 hours? This entry will be plus what? So now again, I'm going to ping 1 or 2. So it will look up the R20. Do we have R20? No. So let's make a request for the again. Again, same process will be happening.
So that is why they have introduced ARP cache.
If you don't have an ARP cache, then what happened? Every time you're pinging, they will drop. The first packet will drop every time. This is the reason they have into the ARP cache. This is the ARP cache. Come on. This is the ARP cache. Or we can say the ARP database table. Hardware address means what? I'm talking the neighbor address, right? This is the address of this particular person, right? This is my own information. Type will be ARPA, or it can be changed as well as it can be frame relay as well as. If you remember the frame, yeah, it depends on the medium, right? ARPA stands for Advanced Research Project Agency. Advanced Research Project Agency. The type is what? Is ARPA. It can be anything, or interface is what? Where I'm learning this information. I'm learning this information on the 0/0. So when R1 is sending this information to R2, R2 will get the reply when I'm learning on this particular interface. Now this is clear, the ARP. So two commands, show ARP and show IP. Is there any differences happening? Then why they have introduced the two commands? There's no difference, right? Then why they have introduced two commands? Yeah, but then why? या तो देखो ये सिंपल सा लॉजिक हो सकता है. देखो डिफरेंस डिफरेंस में थोड़ा सा चलते डिटेल में. जीन सिर्फ तेरे लिए, मन सिर्फ तेरे लिए. ऐसा थोड़ी ना होता है. पता कैसा होता है. सब रखो यार कैसा. क्या करोगे घर जाके. सब और मैरिड है. See the difference. So IPR, right? Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll take a screenshot of this guy and then answer it. ठीक है जी. And देख रहा डिफरेंस दोनों में आप देखो. सो IPR पेन सो आर्ट में.
That's what I see.
The IP is what? Internet protocol.
Oh, correct.
So art means what? I need every protocol. So right now what we are using? IP.
Internet. So right
That's
now
what.
there is no difference.
Yeah, right now there's no. But actually there's a difference is
There
happening.
is a difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
Difference in the view.
Yeah. So I'll just like see whatever the commands that you are going to use anywhere. अगर मतलब नहीं पता don't use it. अगर नहीं पता तो पता करो, गूगल से जाओ पता करो. देखो अभी के डेट में ना गूगल है, हर चीज का जवाब मिल जाएगा तुम्हें. Everything you will get it. And you know one thing, this is going to make a difference between you and other person. Okay, so app timeout. हाँ था मैं. 4 hours, right? App timeout. And also difference between these two commands is clear now, right? Show ARP and show IPR. Clear? Yeah. Okay. Now this app timeout is only the 4 hours, right? And I told you that the entry will be what? Either entry will be complete or either incomplete will be incomplete. Complete means what? What is the meaning of complete? Complete means when I'm sending the request and it will give the reply and I will put the entry, right? But what happened? I'm sending you and I will not get the reply. I'm not getting the reply from my neighbor. I'm sending the art request, right? My neighbor is not responding. At the time, what happened when router 1, see, shut down, no shut down, right? Ping 103. Is this 103 is present in my domain right now? No. What happened? I made the incomplete entry in the app table because I'm not getting the reply. If I will get the reply, then I will put the MAC address of that particular person, right? I'll get the reply, I'll put the MAC address. But if I'm not getting the reply, I'll put the incomplete entry. And this incomplete entry, right? This incomplete entry show our detail as well as. See? For which person?
So this incomplete entry will also be there for 4 hours.
No. See. Whoa. See. 0 minutes is happening.
Not even a minute.
Just a minute. Hardly 1 minute. And this is not given in the book. This is my assumption. So isko chota चीज को लिख लिया करो. What is the meaning of incomplete entry? See, I just clear all the concept to you so that you can crack any single interview of anyone, right? So this incomplete entry is valid for the 60 seconds. You can see that. So now I don't have incomplete entry. And this incomplete entry only happen whenever I'm sending a request to you. If you're not giving the reply, I will put the incomplete entry. Once I will get the reply, then I will change the incomplete. I will put the MAC address of that particular person. Clear now? आज लेता ही रखते हैं, छोड़ते हैं, बहुत ज्यादा हो गया और पढ़ोगे